The air is thick with the scent of incense. Bells chime. You hear chanting in an ancient language. You are at a Chola temple. Imagine a time when kings built temples to outlive them. These were not just places of worship. They were centers of art, learning, and power. The Chola dynasty ruled South India for centuries. They left behind a legacy in stone. The great living Chola temples are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. These temples are not museums. They are living, breathing spaces. Pilgrims still flock to them. They come to seek blessings and marvel at their beauty. These temples tell a story of devotion, artistry, and power. The Chola temples are scattered across the state of Tamil Nadu. They stand tall amidst paddy fields and bustling towns. Each temple is unique in its design. Each one has its own story to tell. The Brihadiswara temple in Thanjavur is a masterpiece of Chola architecture. Its towering Vimana dominates the skyline. The Gangaikonda Cholapuram temple complex is another marvel. It was built by a victorious Chola king. The Airavatisvara temple at Darasuram is known for its exquisite sculptures. They depict scenes from Hindu mythology. These temples are expressions of faith and artistic genius. They offer a glimpse into a glorious past. The Cholas were a powerful dynasty of South India. Their origins are shrouded in legend. Some say they were descended from the sun god Surya. Others believe they rose from humble beginnings. What we know for sure is that the Cholas rose to prominence in the 9th century CE. Vijayalaya Chola, a fierce warrior king, laid the foundation for their empire. He captured the city of Thanjavur. It became the Chola capital. The Cholas were not just conquerors. They were patrons of art and culture. They understood the power of religion. They built temples to legitimize their rule. These temples were centers of learning and commerce. The Cholas built a strong navy to control trade routes. This wealth was used to build magnificent temples and public works. The reign of Raja Chola I from 985 to 1014 CE marked the beginning of the Chola Golden Age. He was a visionary leader. He expanded the Chola Empire through military conquests. He also focused on internal stability and prosperity. He built the magnificent Brihadiswara temple in Thanjavur. Raja Chola I's son, Rajendra Chola I, continued his legacy. He expanded the empire further. The Cholas conquered parts of Sri Lanka, the Maldives, and Southeast Asia. The Chola navy controlled the Bay of Bengal. This made the Cholas a powerful maritime force. The Cholas were known for their efficient administration. They had a well-organized bureaucracy. The empire was divided into provinces, districts, and villages. This allowed them to fund their ambitious building projects. The Cholas were great patrons of art and architecture. Their temples are a testament to their skill. These magnificent structures were built using granite, a challenging feat of engineering. The granite was quarried from distant locations and transported to the temple sites. The temples were constructed using the Dravidian style of architecture, characterized by towering gateways called gopurams. They also feature intricate carvings and sculptures. The Chola temples were centers of learning, complete with libraries and schools. They played a significant role in the economy, owning land and other assets. Imagine walking through a forest of pillars, each one carved with stories from Hindu mythology. The air is filled with the scent of incense and the sound of chanting. Above you, a towering structure pierces the sky. This is the architectural brilliance of the great living Chola temples. The Cholas were masters of granite, quarrying huge blocks of stone and transporting them over long distances. Remarkably, they used no mortar or cement. The stones were cut so precisely that they fit together perfectly. This interlocking system has allowed the temples to withstand centuries of weathering and natural disasters. The Brihadiswara temple in Thanjavur covers an area of over 40 acres. The most striking feature of a Chola temple is its Vimana. This towering structure rises above the Sanctum Sanctorum and represents Mount Meru, the mythical abode of the gods. The Vimana is built in tiers, each one smaller than the one below, giving it a sense of height and grandeur. Crowned with a dome-shaped structure called a shikara, the Vimana often shines brightly in the sunlight as it is gilded with gold. Adorned with sculptures of gods, goddesses, and mythical creatures, these sculptures are an integral part of the temple's sacred geometry. The Vimana is a testament to the Cholas' engineering skills, built around a central chamber that houses the main deity. The walls of the Chola temples are covered in intricate carvings. These carvings depict scenes from Hindu mythology, the lives of saints, and the glories of the Chola kings. The sculptures are carved in high relief. They seem to burst forth from the stone. The Cholas were master storytellers. They used the temple walls as a canvas to narrate their beliefs and values. The carvings are not just beautiful, they are also educational. They teach us about Hindu mythology, philosophy, and history. The great living Chola temples are a testament to the artistic and architectural genius of the Chola dynasty. The great living Chola temples are more than just architectural marvels. They are the soul of a civilization, reflecting the Chola dynasty's deep-rooted beliefs, social structure, and cultural vibrancy. These temples were thriving hubs of social and cultural life, intricately woven into the daily existence of the people. Imagine a bustling marketplace just outside the temple walls, where farmers traded their harvest, artisans displayed their crafts, and the air hummed with lively chatter. These temples were the epicenters of their communities, drawing people together for religious ceremonies, social gatherings, festivals, and celebrations. The temples also played a vital role in the Chola education system, serving as centers of learning and preserving ancient wisdom. Imagine the rhythmic beat of drums, the melodious strains of flutes, and the graceful movements of dancers as they bring to life the stories of gods and goddesses. Music and dance were sacred rituals, an integral part of temple worship and an expression of devotion. The Chola kings were great patrons of the arts, and under their rule, classical dance forms like Bharatanatyam flourished. The temples became platforms for skilled dancers who narrated mythological tales, invoked divine blessings, and transported the audience to a realm of spirituality. The temples also echoed with the sounds of Carnatic music, creating an atmosphere of transcendence and divine connection. Centuries have passed since the Chola dynasty's reign, yet the cultural impact of their magnificent temples continues to resonate in contemporary Indian society. These temples are not relics of a bygone era, but living testaments to a rich cultural heritage that continues to inspire and shape the lives of millions. The architectural style of the Chola temples, with its towering gopurams, intricate carvings, and majestic vimanas, has left an indelible mark on temple architecture across South India. Even today, elements of Chola architecture can be seen in temples built centuries later, a testament to the enduring influence of their design principles. The great living Chola temples continue to be active places of worship, attracting devotees from all over India. The great living Chola temples were grand statements of royal power and piety. Each temple's construction was initiated and overseen by the reigning Chola king. The consecration ceremony was a spectacle of unparalleled grandeur. Imagine a procession of elephants adorned with jewels, carrying the king towards the temple. One legendary consecration was that of the Brihadiswara temple by Raja Chola I. Behind the awe-inspiring grandeur of the great living Chola temples lay the genius of skilled architects, artisans, and craftsmen. These individuals, often working anonymously, poured their talent and devotion into every detail, from the towering Vimanas to the most intricate carvings. One can only imagine the master architect who conceived the Brihadiswara temple's Towering Vimana, a marvel of engineering that seems to defy gravity. The temple walls stand as a testament to the skill of countless sculptors who transformed granite into intricate narratives. These artisans, using simple tools and their keen eye for detail, brought to life scenes from Hindu mythology with astonishing realism and expressiveness. Their carvings, imbued with devotion and artistic brilliance, continue to narrate timeless stories to this day. The great living Chola temples are more than just architectural wonders. They are repositories of history, their walls adorned with inscriptions and carvings that provide valuable insights into the Chola era. These inscriptions, etched in stone, offer glimpses into the lives of kings, queens, ordinary people, and the social, economic, and religious practices of their time. Imagine deciphering an inscription that recounts a Chola king's military victory, his valor and strategic brilliance celebrated in stone. Another inscription might detail a generous donation to the temple by a wealthy merchant, revealing the economic prosperity of the time. These inscriptions, like pieces of a jigsaw puzzle, help historians reconstruct the Chola dynasty's rich tapestry. Some inscriptions tell captivating stories of human devotion and divine intervention. The Chola dynasty may have faded into the annals of history, but their legacy lives on, etched in stone and woven into the cultural fabric of India. The great living Chola temples are not merely ancient ruins, they are vibrant centers of worship, pilgrimage destinations, and enduring symbols of India's rich heritage. Step inside one of these magnificent temples and you'll be transported back in time. The air is thick with the aroma of incense and the sound of chanting. Devotees offer prayers to deities enshrined within the Sanctum Sanctorum, their faith echoing the devotion of countless generations past. The Indian government, recognizing the historical and cultural significance of these architectural marvels, has taken significant steps to preserve them for posterity. The legacy of the great living Chola temples extends beyond their religious and historical significance. They continue to inspire artists, architects, and scholars. Their intricate carvings, towering structures, and harmonious designs serving as a source of creativity and innovation. Imagine a contemporary architect sketching the blueprint for a modern building, drawing inspiration from the soaring vimanas and graceful proportions of Chola architecture. Or a sculptor, chisel in hand, studying the expressive faces of deities carved into the temple walls, seeking to capture the same sense of grace and divinity in their own work. The temples also serve as valuable resources for scholars, historians, and archaeologists. The great living Chola temples, with their enduring legacy, continue to captivate the imagination, reminding us of the power of human ingenuity and the timeless beauty of art. The sun sets on the Chola temples, casting long shadows across the centuries. The air grows quiet, the echoes of chanting fading into the twilight. The spirit of the Cholas lingers, woven into these magnificent structures. The great living Chola temples are more than just tourist attractions. They are testaments to a glorious past, a testament to faith, beauty, and the enduring legacy of a dynasty that shaped South India. As we stand in the shadow of these majestic temples, we are reminded of the vision of the Chola kings, the skill of their artisans, and the devotion of countless pilgrims. The intricate carvings, the towering gopurams, the serene smiles of the deities, they all whisper tales of a bygone era, inviting us to delve deeper into the rich history and cultural heritage they embody. The great living Chola temples are a gift from the past, a gift that continues to inspire, educate, and uplift us. They remind us of the power of human ingenuity, the importance of preserving our cultural heritage, and the timeless allure of art that transcends time and connects us to the divine. As long as these temples stand tall, the legacy of the Cholas will continue to inspire generations to come, a beacon of artistry, devotion, and the enduring spirit of human endeavor.